Hello students, welcome to the maths class. Today in this video I am going to explain exercise 3rd C of shares and dividends. In last video I explained exercise 3rd B. This exercise 3rd C is the miscellaneous exercise. You can do this exercise yourself. No new concept to solve this exercise is there. But some difficult question of this exercise I am taking. Remaining questions you will do. If you will have any problem, then you can ask. So some difficult question I'm taking as question number 2. You can see this question. Mrs. Kulkarni invests rupees 1,31,040 rupees in buying rupees 100 shares at a discount of 9%. She sells shares worth rupees 72,000 at a premium of 10% and the rest at a discount of 5%. Find her total gain or loss on the whole. First of all, you have to recognize what is given. Mrs. Kulkarni is investing rupees 1,31,040. So this is the investment. Okay. In 100 rupees share, NAV is 100 rupees. At a discount 9% means MV can be calculated with the help of 9% discount and NV. Okay. So first of all you see total investment 1,31,000 what is given. NV of one share 100 rupees. MV I calculated 91 rupees. So how many shares Mrs. Kulkarni is having? So total number of shares bought, you can see total number of shares bought, investment upon MV of one share. All old formulae I am applying. No new formula is there to solve this exercise. All the formulae which you have used in 3rd A and 3rd B, they will be applied here. So 1,31,040 upon 91, 1,440. 1,440 shares she is having. Okay. Now you have to understand this line. She sells the shares worth rupees 72,000. Means she sells the shares whose cost was 72,000. Cost means actual NV. NV was 72,000. So for that cost she sells the shares. So you divide this 72,000 by NV. Then you will get how many shares she is selling. Because one more time I'm telling to you, it is said in the question worth rupees 72,000. Worth rupees 72,000 means the shares whose cost, whose NV is 72,000 rupees, that number of shares she is selling. So first of all we will find for how many shares the NAV is 72,000. So you divide this 72,000 by this NAV. So you can see here number of shares sold at 10% premium 72,000 divided by 100 720, and she is selling 720 shares at a premium of 10%. 10% premium means 100 was an NV plus 10% of 100. So it will come 110. You can see here 110. So by selling the share she is getting 79,200. Amount got by selling these shares 79,200. 720 multiplied by 110. Now how many shares are remaining? Number of shares sold at 5% discount. So total shares were 1440. 720 she sold at a premium of 10%. Now remaining 720 she is selling at a discount of 5%. So discount of 5% means 100 minus 5% of 100, 95. So 720 multiplied by 95, she is getting 68,400. She is getting 68,400. Now total sale proceeds. In first case, sale proceed was 79,200. In second case, sale proceed is 68,400. Total sale proceed is 1,47,600. Total sale proceed it is. And how much she invested? She invested 1,31,040 and she got 1,47,600. So difference will be her profit, her gain. So difference I have found 16,560 is her required gain. So next question you see, Gopal has some shares of rupees 100 of company A paying 10% dividend. He sells a certain number of these shares, not all the shares, a certain number of these shares he is selling at a discount of 20% and invest the proceeds in rupees 100 shares at rupees 60 of company B paying 20% dividend. If his income from these shares sold increases by 18,000, find number of shares sold by Gopal. Listen carefully. Different type of question it is. In this question, Gopal was having some shares of company A, and out of these some shares he is certain number of shares he is selling. So I have supposed number of shares sold. Let the number of shares sold be X. Now two cases are there. You can see. I have taken number of shares sold by X because you have to find number of shares sold by Gopal. So that thing I have supposed as X. Case first. In case first, number of shares X, NAV of one share 100 rupees, dividend percent 10%. So on X shares, how much you will get in first case when NAV is 100 rupees and dividend is 10%. In first case, on X shares, how much income you will get. Okay, so you see here income, his income, number of shares multiplied by dividend percent multiplied by NV of one share. This is the formula. X is the number of share, 10% is the dividend percent it is given, NAV is 100 rupees, so 10x rupees income you will get from these X shares in first case. Now you are selling these shares, X shares you are selling. At what price you are selling? SP of one share. You can say selling price of one share, you can say, or you can say sale proceed of one share. Sale proceed of one share. Sale proceed I told you, by selling the share, the amount which we get, that is called sale proceed. So by selling one share, the amount we are getting, that is sale proceed of one share. So sale proceed of one share, because at 20% discount he is selling the share. You can see in the question, at 20% discount he is selling the share. So he is selling at 80 rupees each share. So total sale proceed will be X shares he is selling, and selling price of one share 80 rupees. So total sale proceed will be 80x. You can see. Now this total sale proceed will be investment for second case. Many questions you have done of such type. Sale proceeds you are taking as investment for second case. Investment 80x. In second case, NAV is 100 rupees, MV is 60 rupees. It is given, dividend percent 20% it is given. Whatever is given, first you write those things. It will be easy for you to solve the question if you do like this. So new number of shares bought, investment upon MV of one share. This is the formula. Investment 80x, MV 60. So 4x upon 3. Now new income, number of shares multiplied by dividend percent multiplied by NV of one share. So 80x upon 3 by solving. According to question, difference of new income minus old income is given 18,000. It is said in the question, you can see it is said in the question, you can see his income increases by 18,000. So new income minus old income or original income is 18,000. You can see new income minus original income equals 18,000. When you simplify, then you are getting 50x equals 54,000. X equals, finally you are getting 1000 80. So 1080 is the number of shares sold by Gopal, because X was number of shares sold. So this is the final answer. Now question number 10th I am taking. A man invested rupees 45,000 in 15% rupees 100 shares quoted at 125. When the MV of these shares rose to 140, he sold some shares, not all, just enough to raise 8400. Calculate the number of shares he still holds, the dividend due to him on these remaining shares. Listen, what is given in the question? You can see first. Investment is given 45,000, dividend percent is given, NAV is given, MV is given. So with the help of this investment and MV, you can find total number of shares purchased by men. And out of these shares, some shares he is selling at rupees 140 each. It is written when the MV of these shares rose to 140, he sold some shares. It means that when a share is at rupees 140, then he is selling some shares and he is getting, sale proceed is given 8400, just enough to raise 8400. What is the meaning of this line? Meaning of this line is, this is the sale proceed of shares sold. Sale proceeds of shares sold. So this is the sale proceed of shares sold, and this is the sale proceed of one share 140 rupees. 140 rupees is the sale proceed of one share. Total sale proceed 8400. When you divide total sale proceed by sale proceed of one share, then you will get number of shares sold. So I will tell you, you can see solution. Investment 45,000, NV 100 rupees, MV 125, dividend 15%. So total number of shares bought, investment upon MV, so 360. 45,000 upon 125. So these are the things given. These are the things given, and total number of shares you are getting 360. Now it is written SP of one share 140, total SP 8400. So number of shares sold 8400 upon 140. Just before I explained total sale proceed upon sale proceed of one share. 60 shares you are selling. So first part you can get easily. Number of shares he still holds. Number of shares he still holds. 360 he was having. 60 he sold. So still holds 300. Understood? Okay. Next, required dividend. Required dividend means dividend on these remaining shares. Remaining shares 300. Dividend percent it is given 15%. NV 100 rupees it is given. So final answer is coming 4500. So this is the dividend on the remaining shares. Now one more difficult question I am taking, 14th. Mr. Shamim invested 33 whole 1 upon 3% of his savings in 20% rupees 50 shares quoted at 60, and remainder of the savings in 10% rupees 100 shares quoted at 110. If his total income from these shares, from these investment rupees 9200, find first part his total savings, number of 50 rupees shares, number of 100 rupees shares. Now listen, what is new in this question? In this question some savings is there and he is investing of this savings. He is making of this saving two parts, and one part he is investing, two cases are there. So total savings I have taken as X. Total savings I have taken as X. So case first, in case first, what is the investment? 33 whole 1 upon 3% of X. It is given 33 whole 1 upon 3% of X means total savings. So by calculating you are getting X upon 3. X upon 3 is the investment in first case. And in first case NV is 50 rupees, MV is 60 rupees, directly it is given. And dividend percent 20% it is also given. Now number of shares bought, then how many shares you are purchasing? Investment upon MV, X by 3 is the investment, 60 is MV, so X by 180 is the number of shares. Now on these shares income, his income from these shares, you can see number of shares, dividend percent 20% it is given into NV. So it is coming x upon 18 by simplifying. Now second case starts. In second case, remainder of the savings means whatever is the remaining saving, that. So x was total saving, x by 3 he invested in first case. So what is the remaining? 2x by 3. It is the investment in second case. In second case, NV is 100 rupees. In second case, MV is 110 rupees and dividend percent is 10%. It is given. Now number of shares, you can see how many shares you are purchasing. Investment upon MV, 2x by 3 by 110. So x by 165. These are the number of shares. From these shares income, you can see income from these shares, number of shares, 10 upon 100, it is the dividend percent into NV 100 rupees. So 2x by 33, it is the income from these shares. According to question, it is given total income from both the cases is 9200. So that's why I have added income of first case, income of second case, and their sum is 9200. You take LCM 198. Now by simplifying you are getting x equals 79200. So this is his total savings. This is his total savings. I have written here, you can see his total savings 79200. Now number of 50 rupees share, it is second part. So it was x upon 180. You calculate it. In place of x you put the value 79200 upon 180, so 440. In the same way, number of 100 rupees share, it was x upon 165. Put the value of x 79200 upon 165, it is coming 480. So these are the final answers. So students, these were the difficult questions of exercise 3rd C. Remaining questions are easy questions, and these questions were some different questions, we can say. So that's why I gave you the solution. I explained these questions. Remaining questions you can solve. After this exercise, this chapter gets over. Now I will start as the revision chapter number 4, 5, which I have taught already. So I will take some questions of exercise from those chapters which I have taught. So for today it is enough. Thank you and have a nice day.